Hello everyone and welcome to the G Spider Extras channel. I kinda just wanted to make a video breaking down the Minecraft video that I made recently for my 3rd year anniversary. I kinda just wanted to talk about a couple things like the thumbnail idea, some writing behind the scenes, kinda just react to it and describe like how I came up with these ideas over time. I don't know if many of you know, this was a video I've been planning for the past 2 to 3 years now. My 10 years of playing the game is coming up in about a month, so I wanted to, probably less than a month by the time I'm recording this, so I kind of wanted to make a video. 3rd year anniversary aligned with that idea, so I kind of just wanted to make one big video about me, about my journey, rather than the original idea of just using that 20,000 hour number to kind of gain traction in the algorithm. I know this video is not going to do well, not expecting it to, but I wanted to make something that at least the viewers and myself can look back on and really just enjoy. And kind of just describe a little bit of my life, because not too many of you guys know personal life, you know little tidbits of it, but I mean not too much, you know. So I kind of wanted to make a personal video where it kind of describes a little bit more about me without, you know, revealing my home address, guys. So I kind of just want to make this video, and that's it. I just want to make the video. So we can get started now.
This is Gaming Spider 19. Hello, this is Gaming Spider 19. Hey, what is going on, guys? Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Gaming Spider 19. It's Gaming Spider 19 here. This is Gaming Spider 19 here. Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Gaming Spider 19 here. Hey, what is going on, guys? Gaming Spider here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my new channel named The Webbed Wires.
So this right here, I had this plan from the very beginning. I wanted to do an opening shot, kind of just waking up in shock, and I wanted to kind of walk out of bed pretty much, and I wanted to just look back on my life and be like, hey, these are my older videos. I don't know if many of you know or not, I do have a playlist of a lot of my older videos. Let's see, most of these playlists are public too, so you can go look at them if you want. Legacy content, here we go. So these are videos that are completely uploaded on my channel, still preserved, completely unlisted in its own folder. So if you want to, you can go here and watch a lot of them, and you can see a lot of my original videos. So I kind of just wanted to do a recap of that and use my second channel, which was Web of Wires at the time. These videos are unlisted, except for this one because it's still doing well. And I wanted to do the first video without Welcome Web of Wires. That was it. And I decided to do that. I wanted to do the first time I ever said Web of Wires out loud on camera. Did it match as well as I wanted it to? Not so much. That's me being picky too, and in my opinion, I think it was better leaving that out. But yeah, anywho, this is a playlist that you can go and find.
I've always been a creative person.
If I pause this, I'm probably not going to edit too much of this, so I apologize if I'm rambling for a little too long. But yeah, playlist folder, check it out. So, anywho, back to this.
Life was perfect in my little dirt mansion, and I didn't want anything more.
Thank you to my sister for drawing that boil. I just want to say that she did the boils in the Sparky Bees. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. I kind of just created this old world and wanted to recreate the original dirt house that I made on Pocket Edition, because the original phone that I used it on, I'm a little locked out of at the moment, and I kind of can't get to it, and the next phone that I had after that with the data transfer kind of maybe got washed. Yeah, I don't have that world anymore. Any boil effect that you see in this video is just worlds that I just don't have anymore.
Yes.
Alright. I feel like I should explain this. A couple people didn't get it. I thought I made it clear enough. That's on me. My bad writing. So this right here is a little clip taken out of another video over here. Legacy content is the one that I showed up before. Down here was the first time where I audibly laughed at one of my transitions. And let's see if I can find it. Here we go. So right here is intermission between 2 Hunger Games maps. So we did a little bit of there we go. Yeah, so literally just, that's it. It's just a clown with copyright-free music. I couldn't find the music. If you can find it, please let me know. Because I want to put it in the description of the video still.
Okay, guys, we're back.
Okay, guys, we're back. Yep, still need to get back to the video. Thanks.
But I loved this laptop. It was perfect for what I needed it to do. And best of all, I could finally play the definitive version of Minecraft.
Or could I finally do it? So, this is a little piece of movie magic called I Skipped a Piece of My Life, for the fact of telling a story. So, for this one specifically, what I decided to do, this laptop right here that I showed was like the laptop, you know? Like, this was the one where I'm like, yes, I can finally play the definitive version, I can finally do video editing. My previous laptop was like a Windows Vista something or other. Minecraft didn't run on it. That was technically my first laptop, and then my mom, I don't know what she did at the time, in my little, like, 3-year-old brain or whatever, I'm like, oh yeah, she hacked the computer. She probably just, like, did a little bit of code on Java or something like that. I know she knew Java at one point. Just to, like, trick the computer into thinking it was running Windows 7. And I did get Minecraft to run on it. I did purchase it, and I did play it for a little bit. Was it a good experience? No. That thing ran at about 5 to 10 frames. I could not play factions, at least in like multiplayer lobbies, because I couldn't fight, so I literally would just be like a resource for people, which I didn't mind. And then if I went to spawn, my computer would get stuck in a crash loop, so I'd have to go at like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., something like that, so that I could go to my home, go to my base, so the thing didn't get stuck in a crash loop, because that's when the least amount of people were playing, was at like midnight. Anywho, that's just a fun little fact. For those watching this video, it's actually not my first laptop. Ridiculous. Anywho, back to the video.
So I purchased Filmora, a cheaper and easy-to-use editing software that leveled up my editing skills even more.
So I want to say this now. I don't know if any of you have watched the previous video that I uploaded on this channel. Do not get Filmora nowadays. It is a good video editor. I'm not denying that. They took a lot of the Adobe approaches. And at the time, with a laptop like that thing wasn't even i3. It was a Pentium, if you're into computers. It was a Pentium 4GB. I think it was like 5th gen, something like that, 4th gen. It was old. It was bad. But it ran Minecraft, and it kind of ran a video editor. Yeah, it was bad. Filmora was pretty much the only thing that ran on it. So I tried it out with a couple trial versions, and I enjoyed it. But that purchase isn't really available anymore, and that lifetime license they offered me is now expired, because they decided to go the subscription route. I still have it, I can still use it, but I don't get updates, I don't get newer versions. Like, they did a lot of that stuff, which is just bad. And then a lot of the things that they had were subscription based now, so like they had transitions and everything that you can get, and you could buy like transition packs, you know. It was pretty cool. I almost bought a couple, but now it's like, oh yeah, you pay like $9.99 every month to like unlock everything, and then you pay like this much for like cloud storage, and complete mess. Do not get it nowadays. Don't recommend it. I just want to say this now, to save your time. And I just want to make it clear that I do not support the company.
It ran miserably.
It did.
So I looked into having this machine.
I know there's no heatsink on this thing. This is the only footage I could get. Do not yell at me. This is the only thing that bothered me in the video, coming from the computer nerd.
Humble feeling you get when opening the menu. There's no welcome message or updates on what's new. Instead, you get advertisement. You have to buy your own
The last chip I have, and I somehow forget how to eat it. This is the worst day of my life. I'm so sorry.
This isn't Minecraft. This is Rock Bottom.
This is true. I hate Bedrock Edition. Don't get me wrong. It's the version I used. Okay. Okay, I know I said it. I used Minecraft Bedrock Edition over Java. Boo-hoo. If I'm playing servers, it's always going to be on Java. Otherwise, any survival, anything like that, always Bedrock. Always. I don't care if it's unoptimized. I don't care if, like, it's just not as good as Java. The fact that 1.9 is in Java still, I still don't like it. I'm that stubborn about it, I know. I apologize. I know I can probably mod it out or something like that. I don't...
All these worlds, all these memories, just sitting there exactly how I remembered them.
So I do want to point this out as well. One little detail that I did want to add, I accidentally did the bitrate. I wanted a lower bitrate, but I accidentally did that, and forgot about it. But the main thing I wanted to do with this footage right here was to keep the, like, AV look. I wanted the just normal 3-prong cables, not like the 6, like, composite cable. I forget exactly what they're called. But I wanted it to kind of show the old age, you know, like nothing's a perfect line, everything's kind of a little blurry. You can see a couple little colors like down here or something like that. So I kind of just wanted to do that to give it the older look, and I went through every single world on there, and some of the worlds, like, I genuinely almost cried just looking at them. It was a lot. It took like 4 or 5, not 4 or 5 hours, I'd say like 3 or 4 hours to finish everything. But it was absolutely well worth it, and there were so many worlds I forgot about, so many, like, things. I was trying to find the original tutorial world. Yeah, I ended up finding Stampy's world on accident searching for that first, which was amazing, by the way. I loved that. I was in that world for, like, 30 minutes.
One world, which could be close to impossible to getting back, was a Hunger Games map I made on my original PS3. We built a ton of structures and added new things whenever we felt inspired. That world meant a lot to me. When my beagle Rupert passed away, I wasn't sure how to deal with it. This was my first time dealing with loss to this scale. The only thing I wanted to do in that moment was to be happy, and I felt like the only way to do that was to see him again. So I made him a memorial in this world. While going back to all these worlds I had growing up and finding older lost pieces of me, I ended up finding one scrap left from this world, and it was the only piece of the world I needed to see again.
That part I wanted perfect. Everything I said there, 100% true. The most disappointing part of it, that world, I don't know if I'll be able to get back. I definitely wasn't able to for the video. I'm still probably going to try. But it is on an old PlayStation 3 at my dad's house that's plugged in and had hard drive failing issues at one point. Minecraft also had some updates corrupting some older worlds on PS3 systems, at least on my system that happened, and some of them were lost. I don't know if I'll be able to get that back. I am definitely going to make an update if I get that back, though. But, yeah, when my beagle passed away, I wanted to kind of, like, make a memorial in the Hunger Games map. Inside of him, like, there was a ladder, like, by his foot that you could climb up. And you could pretty much go throughout everything, and there would be, like, signs placed that would pretty much just say, like, hey, this is what he loved to do, this was his favorite food, here's some funny stories he had. And at the end of it, there was a chest there where you could pick up a spawn wolf and get a bone so you could tame the wolf to kind of have like a little mini Rupert throughout the rest of the Hunger Games map, which, looking back at it, was a little weird, you know, having Rupert fight beside you, which meant the enemy could kill the dog again. I'd like not to think about that, but still, I mean, it was a thought that counted, and I really liked it. So, I'm gonna try to get that world back eventually. But this section of the video, I wanted to get down perfectly, and I think I did. So, I don't know, man. We'll see in a couple years.
Simple inventory system, and a timeless soundtrack that still captures its original idea of simplicity. And all it takes is one creative mind to spark something new.
I fully stand by the point that Minecraft today is not as good as old Minecraft. That being said, I don't think they could have stuck with old Minecraft forever. Like I said in the video, I kind of I was yearning for new things, you know. Fancy words. And I kind of just wanted more, and that's kind of why I like described like the modded stuff and the servers and everything like that. I try to make my own faction stuff. Like I tried to describe that early in the video, and then kind of just bring that back right at the end and say, hey, like, I don't like the direction it went. What direction could it have gone? Even, I know Microsoft bought the company and everything like that, and they've been a little silly since then. But that being said, I mean, what could they have done, you know? That being said, the emotes and everything like that. Get out of here. We don't need emotes in Minecraft. I'm sorry. We need VR. We need better VR, because they have VR, and it's not that good. Please bring back VR. I would love that. Sorry, one more thing. This was fully intended. I wanted it to be shown on my original laptop screen so you could see the past being played on a past piece of history, if that makes any sense. Kind of just like a symbolism of like, hey look, here's like a retrospective of everything like that, of like my entire childhood with this game on the device that made this game for me. The device that really elevated my video editing, my love for games. I played The Binding of Isaac, hundreds of hours on there. Maybe not hundreds, but I played a lot of Binding of Isaac and Geometry Dash on there. Like, there's some stuff that I did on here where I'm like, yeah, like, this was me, you know? The Xbox 360 played a huge part of my life. This played the start of a lot of my hobbies, like computer building and just video editing in general, YouTube, because I was finally able to get the computer experience. So, you can only do so much on an Xbox. You can do anything you want on a Windows computer, and it's always been like that. But anywho, I just wanted to say that. Just an open shot with that. The red contrasting the brown, the red contrasting the green, that type of thing. Kind of get like a nice overlook with a couple plants reaching over. Masking wasn't the world's best, but it's fine. But this is a video. It looks like a still image because there wasn't too much wind outside, but if you look like up here, like, yeah, sometimes it moves.
Like all of you, I have a lot of sides. I've always wanted to make the world a better place. From making my family smile, to helping my friends during rough times, to donating most of my money to charity growing up.
Should probably also explain this a little bit for people who don't know. I had a duct tape business growing up. I've always been a business person. I like business stuff. And I kind of just was like, yeah, I have like too much money for a 7-year-old. So I decided on like Christmas or something like that. On Christmas days, I had like certain items where 100% of the money would go straight to charity. Like, I would just take a loss on the thing and just say like, hey, this whole like $1, $3, whatever is going there. And then like the rest, like donate 25% of charity to local kids for Christmas presents and everything like that. I mixed it up here and there. It's a little blurry for me, but that's what I remember. Yeah, I used to just like donate a lot of my money. And this was a post made by my mom on Facebook at the time, saying Harry got bored and I forgot he was 7 years old, so Mr. Harry Hand came out to start selling stuff. It was the only photo I had with like a little donate sign. But yeah, a lot of these photos were pulled from like old Facebook, which was a blast to look through. Anywho, yeah.
Helping others has always made me feel complete, and this has always been a part of me since I was a small kid. Maybe part of me would still exist without Minecraft, but I can't say it would be fully expressed without it. But this game, this work of art, it's led me in a direction that I would have never expected. It's brought me so many places.
I just want to say thank you, OMG Chad. This was, at the time, I had stopped watching him for a while, but I was so nervous to walk up to him, because this was the first, like I said at the beginning of the video, I was like, oh my god, like, this is the guy, you know? Like, this is, if I want to grow up to someone at that point in time, it would be OMG Chad. And I got to see him, and it brought back a lot of memories, just being able to sit there, take a photo with him, everything like that. There's a couple other YouTubers, like Grian was in there, Jerome's in there, and then I had a photo with my friend next to Grian. So.
Gave me a place to express so many feelings, gave me so many friends, some that I consider family. This isn't just a game, it's a long and
not the guy to the left, the guy to the right.
important part of my journey to finding who I was, and thankfully it found me early in life. I would have never found out my passion for gaming, my passion for YouTube, my passion for people. It's a game that brings others together even when it's not around.
Also, I hate this photo. At the time, this is still, I will still remember this. I don't care what anyone says. So, I don't know if you could look right there. This, my arm's kind of like stretching out a little bit. I was trying to take my phone and put it in my pocket. As simple as that. And then my mom snapped that photo, and it's the only photo I have with him. And it was the funniest thing ever. I look back at it and I just laugh.
You don't find a game like this every
little
time,
details
but
you remember.
When you do.
And then this was the first duct tape item I had ever done. This was the start of my business. It was for my 3DS at the time. I wanted to carry that along with my games, any pens, chargers, anything like that. So I'm like, you know what, let's make a 3DS bag. What's the cheapest way to do it? Duct tape. So I got duct tape, whatever was lying around the house at the time, and then, like, I think I got the gold from Target or something like that. And I'm like, alright guys, let's make a duct tape bag. And yeah, that's exactly what I did, which started the whole business. And you can actually see it in the background of my videos. I'm gonna get a proper thing for it, but right around there is where it is right now. It's behind a couple, like, puzzles, and it's gonna stay in my set. It's got a little hole, like, right there, but still, it's what started everything. So I wanted to kind of end the video on that.
It sticks with you forever, and I'm not expecting it to leave me. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this game.
That was another little detail. I don't know if anybody caught it. So writing the video, I wanted to start it with, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this game, kind of leaving it open, interpreted to, like, oh yeah, you know, like, personality-wise you might not be here, or, like, it brought you this way. Like, I wanted to kind of leave that idea open, and then at the end kind of solidify that idea of, like, yeah, I really wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this game. I wouldn't have found myself this early. I wouldn't have found my love for technology. I wouldn't have found my love for video editing, or my love for indie games. Like, you start to kind of develop a lot of this stuff where you're like, oh yeah, here's chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of what I'm looking back on. And even now, I still would not be here without this game's influence. Being able to look back on a lot of those worlds, I was able to, like, kind of capture a lot of those memories that were just kind of locked away, like, in the back of my brain. And it really, I guess, brought me home again, and inspired a lot of the writing just going back, playing this. I wanted to play the original worlds before writing the script, and I'm really glad I did, because I don't think the video would have turned out this way if it wasn't for the fact that I did that part first. So I kind of wanted to end it and start it with, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this game. It's a line that can be interpreted in so many ways at the beginning, kind of locks you in at the last couple seconds. So this is pretty much everyone who made, like, a big influence on my life. Some of them I said, some of them I did, and I'm pretty sure pretty much everyone here I said, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I said everyone here. So I kind of just want to say that. I tagged them in the description, everything like that. Hopefully one of them watches, that'd be really cool. But I just wanted to say thank you to them, because, yeah, if it wasn't for even one of them, if one of these people left, or wasn't on YouTube, or didn't find out who they were, I probably would not be in the situation where I am. SSundee inspired a lot of my, like, comedy, as well as Technoblade at the time. Green inspired a lot of the building. Momo Jumbo and Woofless both got me into Redstone, and Factions, where I was the cannon guy. I was the guy who built those crazy, stupid cannons, and I showed a little piece of it for the Xbox 360 world. Stampy just introduced me to Minecraft, as well as OMG Chad introducing me to YouTube, getting me locked in there. Popular MMOs was someone who I watched on the bus, kind of like a comfort character. Really just, like, the two character dynamics clashing together I really appreciated. So I kind of just want to say thank you for that. I got the new outro in. So this is the new, everything is not Little Webster going like that anymore. He's kind of like, you know, it's a little silly. Ella just sent me that, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So, anywho, that's the video, and I kind of want to go into a little bit more depth over here. So I have the script. I have a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers that I just wrote down. There's more than this. These are kind of just, like, everything. And then I got some, like, research and planning notes. So I had, like, an idea here, get a realm. I wanted to do the title screen, like, go play Terraria. I wanted that specifically in the video. There we go. Minecraft gets more complex, leans away from its simplicity, yet the music never changes and brings you back. It isn't crazy, it's still a Minecraft, but it's unchanged and forgotten. I didn't really incorporate some of these ideas. Almost everybody who's played the game, go for a more personal review. That's kind of what I decided to do for this one. Minecraft is not knowing what Minecraft is not knowing how to play Minecraft, which I still stand by. That's why I kept going for new stuff. I didn't know how to play factions, so, you know, that's Minecraft for you. I didn't know how to build cannons. I didn't know how to do this. So, it's a game, engine, social platform, but most importantly, work of art. Kind of ended on that. Draw worlds, I remember, lost the time. Yep, did that. Film, right? Video in order from videos at the beginning. Oh, yeah, so, like, at the beginning when I was playing through all those videos, I kind of just wanted to, like... I guess if you know the videos individually, yes, you are able to piece together the rest of the video just based off that. I kind of wanted to take that direction. So, like, a lot of them were like, oh yeah, my first time using Filmora, it was my first video. I had the, what was it? The Smash Brothers one. Hunger Games. Like, I had a lot of those videos in the beginning video that I talked about later on. The hospital, where I took a long break, and then I took, like, I kind of came back. And then I did this, and I learned how to do video editing. So, like, a lot of those original videos were, if you piece together, kind of, like, describe the rest of everything else. I can close that. And then, yeah, tag every YouTuber. So, my original idea was for it to be nostalgia, things were better back then, and like a sad type of joy, you know, like looking back at things kind of in like a nicer way. And my goal was to make one person cry. I'm up to 7. That's pretty good, I would say, and I really appreciate it. That's a lot to me. 7. What time is it? Okay, I gotta leave soon. Sorry, I'm doing an Easter dinner thing soon. But yeah, I just... 7 people's a lot more. I was expecting just like a little cheaper one, like my mom, you know, like looking back, like, oh my god, tiny little Harry. Some of them weren't even family. Like, that to me is ridiculous. The fact that I'm able to connect my story to other people, which is kind of what I also went for in general. But the fact I was still able to pull that off to me, I don't know. It's cool to me, you know? I'm able to kind of just, like, tell this story. This right here. I just noticed I was not filming any of this. Okay, well, here's the entire script and everything like that. I was pretty much just looking through the script. You're good. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this game. And then I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this game. Don't have to worry about it. Yeah, you're good. I got all this. These are all the notes if you just want to look at them. I don't know, I'm just going to scroll through them quickly again. Video description, this wasn't final. This was the video trailer. Yeah. So, anyhow, main thing I want to do is this. This was the first thing that I had in my head. I wanted to do this. I knew exactly how it would look in my head. I wanted Webster looking down at the original tutorial world on the PS3. I don't want it to be exact or anything like that. I just wanted like this little open area with the steps going up that you couldn't enter unless you finished the tutorial down here, which meant rebuilding the house and all that, learning how to craft. And I wanted people to walk up and kind of just like explore the area. I wanted that in a thumbnail. And then I wanted Webster looking down at that with a pickaxe over his shoulder. And then Devil added like the little backpack with the stick and diamond hanging out, you know, fun things like that, the flowers. Absolutely beautiful thumbnail, by the way, I love it. And then I wanted the text Minecraft above it all to kind of pop out for the thumbnail. So this, to me, is not only a great idea, just looking, like Webster himself looking down at everything like that, and being like, oh my god, here's this world, you know, it's super cool. But the other thing I wanted was, what's it called? Oh, that was it. So Webster himself... Okay, we got new G-Spider lore. I'm getting the webcam out for this. We got new G-Spider lore. Webster is kind of just a character that it's a capsule for, like, younger me, you know? He still has that same energy that, like, younger me had. He still has that, like, just overall character, you know? I always had a spider character, like, idea in my head, but I couldn't really portray anything. So, the Fursona thing is shot down, okay? He's not my Fursona. But that being said, he's kind of... kind of also is. Oh, man. I'm not a furry, though, I promise. I say that, famous last words. But, so Webster's kind of just, like, 7-year-old me, like, 7 to 12, you know, between that little region. And I wanted him specifically to kind of just like, I'm repeating myself a lot here, but I wanted him to capture that idea, you know? I wanted that, like, 7 to 12-year-old me, like, super energetic, super motivated, super happy, like, type of idea. Never really disappointed or anything like that. Always looked at the bright side of things. I wanted that and captured. I just wanted to capture it into a character. And I wanted it to sit beside me because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that stage of my life. So I wanted him to stick close to me. I didn't want him to leave me. So I thought, you know, little spider character. I've always gone by Gaming Spider 19 online as a kid. Now having this little spider, Webster, next to me, he kind of just cute little guy, you know. And that's the whole idea behind Webster, at least, or at least how he turned into, in my eyes, at least. So this thumbnail here, what I kind of wanted to do was, this is that child me, you know. This is still 12-year-old me looking down at this tutorial world, looking down at Minecraft for the first time in just awe, you know. And I always wanted that idea, because not only does it make for a good thumbnail, it looks beautiful, you know, and Devil did an amazing job on it, but it also kind of still has that symbolism of younger me seeing things for the first time, you know, seeing this game, this thing, for the first time again. So for people who get the references and everything like that, I mean, this to me isn't as obvious as most things, but for people who get it, they get it. And then now for you guys that know about Webster, I mean, you get it, you know, it's younger me looking down on this, so, yeah, there's a lot of, like, little details that I wanted to add like that to the video. There's probably a couple more that I also forgot about, and like I said, this is a complete playlist that you can watch through. You can find your own details in the video if you want, but I wanted to do, like, a breakdown of, like, the main points that I wanted to get across. Like, it technically wasn't my first laptop type of thing. The whole thing with Rupert, I wanted the intro to kind of, like, break down and just say, like, hey, look, this isn't something that I barely think about. This is something that I think about nearly every day. I look back at my younger self. I think of what he would have done. I think about, like, what he would have wanted. And I wanted to kind of, like, demonstrate that, just saying, like, hey, here's me waking up in a fit of shock. First thing I do is go to my computer and look back at these videos, because I do look back at these videos sometimes. So I kind of just wanted to, like, look over that, you know? That's about it. Yeah, I don't really know what else to add on. But if there is anything older that you want to watch, it's still here. If there's any other questions you have, either tweet at me, comment, whatever you want. I'll get back to you, answer any other question, if it was intentional in the video, if it wasn't, or any coincidences. But I can tell you now, a lot of the footage in here is 100% on purpose. Pretty much every single piece in here was trimmed down to be the shortest, like, no-fat story possible. Even, like, when it was a little dead sometimes, like, it was just character building, like, in the background. That was kind of, like, the idea, and I wanted people to have a break, because I didn't want them to, like, watch this whole, like, Rupert bit down here, you know, where they're watching all this. And then I want, like, this little break after, kind of just saying, like, this is what Minecraft is today, you know, and then go for the outro. You know, storytelling. You can't just throw everything at a person at once, you know, they're gonna, yeah. I know it's YouTube, but still. It's better for storytelling. It builds up these moments because it makes something like this more significant. Anywho, I'm rambling. This video was really fun to make, and I got to see a absolute ton of old photos, old posts on Facebook, a lot of stuff, enjoyable. So, anywho, thank you for watching.